the PEATY'S Chris King MK2 valves for tubeless tires. $34, 28 euros. Why would I spend so much on these? Why would I put them on all my bikes? I got some explaining to do. Some people are really excited about the Chris King collaboration because it brings the bling factor. People even like to match or use different colorways for the valve and a different lock ring and a different cap, whatever floats your boat. Maybe I like Mate Bourbon for my bike. Who knows? But people really get into it, and I think it really comes down to the product itself. For me, I really like the design, the functionality, the serviceability, and the durability all around. It's a home run. Talking about design, have you ever had a valve stem seize on you or get stuck and you're trying to fiddle with this little circular lock ring, and maybe you have to actually ask somebody, or maybe you're lucky enough to have some pliers out on the trail and wrench it loose? Forget about those. You don't need those anymore. These have a lock ring that even my shattered hand can get around and manipulate and hand seal, and it seals perfectly. It also seals really good on your carbon rims if you're worried about that. These are good for aluminum rims. I have them on both. I went with 42 millimeter. That's worked on all my bikes. Even when it comes down to the cap itself, the cap is really easy to put on. Some people really get into the weight factor about things. This is made from 7075 aluminum, aircraft grade aluminum, but they're very light, and I don't think it makes a big difference. And I love having that easy cap, and the caps are so amazing in what they do. This one is a valve core remover that I can, on the trail, just take off and tighten my valve core if it came a little loose. It also has a spoke key for the 3.4 millimeter if that works for you, but that's a handy thing to have. My favorite thing about these is, before you were looking at something that delivered your air and your sealant all through one port. Here we have four-way cut that is going, let's say if this was your rim, this would be going along the rim if you install it that way, and then to the sidewalls. The four-way delivering air and sealant where it needs to go in a more dispersed fashion. And to me, that's priceless. One thing that PEATY'S does is they provide a service kit. And in that service kit, it's got 2 valve cores, everything you need to rebuild it, and I love that. I carry one of the valve cores with me, small, and out on the trail, it could be a lifesaver. They also do have another kit that, this one's around $7 or 4 euros. And imagine that, you could rebuild your whole system and redo it for like $7, or have spare parts if you need them for out on the trail. They also do have a kit if you do want to get into the colorways, fashionable thing, be a fashionista with your bike. And that's an option too. So you got that out there. Or if you lose something, you lose a cap out there, you can replace it for a minimal amount. One of the great things I love too when we're talking about value is that these are guaranteed for life. They're well built. I don't see these things failing, but if they did, they're guaranteed. You just mail them into PEATY'S and they mail you one back. It's an amazing product. I love it. I feel like I owe a great award to them for champion of the valve stems and all-around product and just the usability of this product. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Ride the Chaos. And in our next video, we'll talk a little bit about PEATY'S tubeless sealant as I go ahead and put these in another tire. Ride the Chaos, yeah!